YouTube. So here I am again today, and today I am making homemade spaghetti sauce. And the reason why I'm making it, well, one, I feel like it, and two, we're gonna have lasagna for dinner tonight. So remember, you can still buy regular spaghetti sauce. You don't have to home make it if you don't want. It still works with lasagna. But me, I like to home make it. It is cheaper. You can make more, freeze it for later. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna show you the way I make it. Like I've said, there's like 1,000 different ways that you can make spaghetti sauce. This is just the way me and my family do it, and we also have several ways that we do it. But this is the way I'm going to do it tonight. So, let me show you. Ready? Okay. So, really all you need, mainly, is a large can of tomato sauce. This is a 29-ounce can of tomato sauce. A same amount, 29-ounce can of diced tomatoes, and a 29-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. You also need two small cans, the small ones that are like this, of tomato paste. I've already put that in there and got rid of the cans, so 2 cans of tomato paste, some Italian seasoning, some garlic powder. I also put oregano and parsley leaves in there, and bay leaves. So I already have it. Now, okay, I'm doing mine in the crock pot because it has to cook all day, and here, living where I live in New Mexico, you need propane to cook things, and propane is pretty expensive. So instead of using propane and cooking something for 8 hours on the stove, I put it in the crock pot on high of water. That way you get the rest of the sauce that's in the can. You rinse it out. So each of these, fill it up about there. As you can see here, a country style rib. So I put 2 country style ribs. Now that is what also gives the sauce its flavor. I put 2 of them in here. Crush up some garlic. I just say a whole mess of garlic. If you like a lot of garlic, put more. I like a lot. As you can see, I'm putting a lot. Okay, we're back. Now I'm going to show you the finished sauce and how to put together the lasagna. Okay. So, the sauce has been cooking for a very long time. And this is what it looks like. There's the meat. I'm going to take the meat out. You don't use the meat, really. So here are the noodles, a little better. And so I have no boiling required lasagna noodles. And they look, whoops, don't want to break them. They look like this. They look like, so you don't have to boil them, and that is why I make the juice a little juicier, so it cooks these non-boiling noodles. So I'm just going to go ahead and line the pan with 3 on the bottom. Always put more on the bottom than the top, because the bottom is basically the base of it. Alright, so another thing you need is 1 pound of mozzarella cheese grated up. Okay, so also there's 2 different ways. I'm going to use cottage cheese instead of ricotta cheese. You can use both. They are both the same. So you dump the cottage cheese in a bowl. You add about a tablespoon of parsley and 1 egg, and you mix it up really well. And that's what I've done so far. I've done that already. So now that we have that, I'm going to go ahead and spoon in. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna dump it because it might be a little easier. Okay. Also, cottage cheese is a little more easier to spread. You don't want to use all of it. just half of it, half of the bowl, because you're going to do another layer with more cottage cheese. So spread it out. Spread it out pretty evenly. And then I'm going to get the beef ready, and I will be back to show you the rest. Here's my meat browned. Usually I add the meat with the ricotta cheese or the cottage cheese, so it's easier to put in here. But because I forgot to brown it, I'm going to have to do it the hard way. So just kind of dump a little bit of meat in. Like half of what's in here, because you're going to do layers. That looks about good. Take your spoon, spread it out. See, now most of this is going to go for the top. So just a little bit. Now, take my homemade sauce. Come on, man. Come on, man. And I like a lot of sauce, so we're going to add a lot of sauce. And like I said, the lots of sauce of it is going to cook these noodles that we have going. Alright, so there is the first layer of sauce. As you see, I covered it. Now, we are going to add another layer of noodles. This time, let's see. Alright, I'm going to add, you could use sausage if you want. You can use whatever, any kind of meat you want. I'm just putting beef. Alright, got that. A little more cheese. Ooh, yeah. It's gonna be so good. And I wish you guys can smell this. Not a whole lot, because the rest is going to be for the top. Alright, so move it back over. We're gonna add more sauce. Always more sauce. And you're going to cover it again. So kind of press them down a little bit. Alright. And you're going to add more sauce. Lots of sauce, baby. Yeah. And the cheese, you are going to fully cover this. You don't want to see any more. Alright, so put your oven between 375 and 400. Put some foil over top of this, and then just pop it in the oven.
Watch, she's going to apologize.